Hey artist, how's it going? It's Monsterpawss. I know I said in the last video that I was moving, and that is still true, but there have been so many setbacks that I'm just ready to just cry because just nothing is going the way that it's supposed to be going. Our plans actually completely changed. Like, we're just moving cities now instead of moving down the street like we were supposed to. And in the last video I said that I would be doing a Q&A, so that's what we're doing today. Hopefully this Q&A just goes perfectly right because I cannot handle another thing not going as it needs to go. First question we have is from Megan, and she asked, what do you like to draw the most? Definitely portraits. Portraits are my favorite thing to draw, but if we're just talking about like faces, my favorite thing to draw would definitely be the eyes. Sarah wants to know, what art medium would you use if you couldn't use Copic? I would probably do watercolor. Watercolor or gouache. I've never used gouache, to do like a full illustration, but I have done a few watercolor portraits and I really like the way watercolor works and how it flows. But if I couldn't use Copics, then watercolor would be my medium of choice. Ruby wants to know, what type of music do you listen to and what's your favorite song at the moment? I know I answered this question in the last Q&A and for the most part it's still the same, but my favorite song at the moment is Bloom by Odessa. I do have a playlist that I listen to when I draw, and I'll leave that in the description below. It's the same playlist that was in my last Q&A, but I have updated the songs on it and deleted a few of the songs that I don't listen to anymore or that have just been deleted off of YouTube. So if you want to listen to that, the link is in the description below. Infinity asks, do you have any other talents other than drawing? And why, yes, I do. I'm actually really good at eating, sleeping, just being an all-around piece of trash. Nemmer Miller has a shit ton of questions. We're going to answer a few of those. They want to know, who is your art inspiration on YouTube and outside of YouTube? On YouTube, there are so many people. A few of my inspirations here on YouTube would be Audra, Claire, Happy D Artist, and then another person that I not just met, but we've talked for a while, and her name is Lena Beans. She's actually a fairly new YouTuber, and here's an example of a few pieces of her art. She does like really sort of surreal, kind of reminds me of like alien, space, avant-garde type stuff, and I really like it. She does gouache and a little bit of digital painting as well. There's just so many people on YouTube that are just so inspirational to me, and I can't really name all of them off the top of my head because I'm subscribed to so many people. Those are the main people. As for my influences outside of YouTube, 2 or 3 years ago, I entered an art show in the town that I was living in at the time, and I ended up meeting another artist by the name of Jenaveve, and just look how cute she is, the one gone. Yeah, she looks like she'd be some sort of crystal gem from Steven Universe or something. I met this artist and she was doing like $5 caricatures, and I just sat there and watched her do like fucking 20 different caricatures for people that were coming by her booth to, well, get their faces drawn. And I was just talking and hanging out like a creeper. She didn't even know who I was. I didn't know who she was, but I was just hanging around like this leech on somebody's shoulder. Anyway, it turns out she's actually going to a university in a different city. As a fellow artist and as somebody who believes that artists should always stick together and help and support each other in whatever they're doing, I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to try to help her, get her a little bit more exposure. She does not have a YouTube channel or anything like that. She does mainly traditional art, but she also has a GoFundMe page, and for every donation that's over $5, she's willing to do a 5x7 artwork for you. I think that's really amazing. It takes a lot of commitment to do that. So if you guys are feeling generous and you're feeling, helping of another artist and you want to help out, you can visit her GoFundMe page. If her art seems like something that you like and something that you want to support, go ahead and leave her a donation. You don't have to donate at all. Do not feel obligated to give your hard-earned money to somebody who you don't even know. But if you do like her art and you want to help her out, you can share her GoFundMe page. Hopefully it'll help her out a lot and get her on the right track to where she needs to be in order to go to this university that she really wants to go to. So, because I am broke AF from moving, all I can really donate right now is $20. I really hope that this helps. I know every little bit helps, so hopefully this is like, oh crap. Hopefully this is sufficient for now, Jenna. All the best to Jenaveve. And now the last question we have is actually coming from Lena Beans. What's your view / opinion on the whole digital / traditional art debate, and which is more valuable and which is better? I am obviously a more traditional artist. Like, I have one video, I think, on my channel of digital art. To be quite honest, I find digital art more hard than traditional, and I know a lot of people don't agree with that because on the computer you have Control-Z, which is undo, so you can undo your mistake if you don't like it, whereas in traditional art you can't just push a button and your mistake is gone. But that's pretty much the only perk I see of digital art. For me personally, it's hard for me to do my style in a digital format. Whenever I am doing digital art, it's more of an anime influenced style because that's just what I'm more comfortable in doing in digital art. I really don't have much of an opinion on digital art since I don't do it a whole lot, but my opinion is that digital art is, at least for me, more difficult than a traditional piece of art. Alright guys, that's all the questions that I have for today. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. I did get a lot of them. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smack that ass on that like button. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. Also Snapchat. Snapchat is also a thing now. If you want, you can subscribe. We do art things. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, don't quit your daydream.